Hi! I will be drawing a lot of backgrounds today. Too much, I would say. To the point that they aren't exactly backgrounds at this point, like this particular spread doesn't even have characters, only the landscape. So this will be fun. If you by any chance watched one from 2 weeks ago, it was the same location. This is that one where here the finished version. So here we have the same bridge, but a little bit later. So overall this episode is just to show the transition of time and like location. So the character that is jumping on that one just landed, and then he kind of goes. And it's not in this file, it's not the whole episode, obviously. I have some pages in the separate file because it's a lot of just a lot of pages. They won't fit in one file comfortably, at least. So the plan for today is to do this one small kind of shot with the sunset. So like this kind of the final moments of the sunset when it goes like down behind the kind of faraway city, not that far away. And then this one is the moon rising, and the kind of on this lower part we are supposed to see the consequences of this landing from the previous pages. So the character is using his like magic to land, and I want to convey that landing wasn't like ideal, so there will be some disturbed earth and like sand and maybe a little bit of broken vegetation, and just the trail of footsteps going away. And of course this triangular scribble here is supposed to be the logo, so this is like the title page for the chapter. So that's kind of the idea. I first do this one for kind of warm-up, and I have not decided yet how exactly I want to color this stuff, because I kind of want to transition finally to black and white, more like grayscale, with some accent colors. Like that was the idea originally, but I kind of went too far with the colors. So it's kind of a limited palette, but well, it's too colorful, I feel like. I want something more contained. I don't know, maybe my boredom still will force me to color this stuff, because like I know that black and white will be faster, but I also know that it will be kind of boring, kinda. But again, maybe it's skill issue. We'll see. So that's our sketch. How do I want to approach it? Of course, there will be some shenanigans with the noise. I'm not quite sure how. I mean, for this set of pages, I can just drop noise over everything, like the top layer, but I will need to delete it for like this gutters. They're supposed to be white without noise. So that will be fun, but I guess I'll think about it later. For now, I'll just drop it all over the place, just for some little bit of texture. Of course, you can't see that. Yeah, you can see that, sorry. But, well, you will be able to see it on the finished pages. I don't really want to keep separate layers for stuff that inside the borders and outside, just because, well, I'm limited with layers, but I'll probably have to, because I have several like shots that are inside, and like this stuff will go over. I guess I'll be just merging a lot, but for now, just let's start with simpler stuff, and then we'll see. I will be using roughly the same technique that I used for that previous page. It's kind of solid shapes that are a bit textured on top of them, so I don't use lines, well, except for the characters, of course. I will not be using lines here also, I'll just be making shapes and then kind of shading them a little bit, but I also want to avoid over shading because it doesn't add anything to the picture, it just takes a lot of my time. I mean, it does add a little bit of detail, of course, but like I don't exactly need it. Like, I would like to learn to simplify stuff to a point that it still looks good, but it doesn't take me 20 hours to do one page, because that's ridiculous. I guess it's a bit too dark. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. It's night, of course, so I need darker stuff. So it'll be our sky for now. I will be playing with it a lot. First, I want to define the shape of the this cliff side or whatever it is. I guess I'll be using the same gray. I will maybe darken it a little bit later. Also want to do the sketch a little bit less visible. Maybe I'll drop it there, just so it doesn't distract me. And yeah, since no, I can't see anything, so I need to go darker a little bit, maybe like this. As I said, on this set of pages, I want to show just the character traveling on foot through the terrain, and there will be several methods to show the passage of time. Main one being the sunset here, and then the moon, which I oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That explains a lot. Okay, let's just and all this stuff, and I first explain something. Yeah, there's the moon kind of rising. I might move it a little bit lower even. It just kind of started to rise, and here, since the character is walking around this river kind of side, I don't know, I want to show how the moon rises slowly. So to show that it took him some time, like several hours maybe, to get where he is going and where like the main action will happen. So I need to be careful with the like positioning of the moon and stuff. Like I kinda roughly already did the positioning. So like checked where it's supposed to be compared to the sunset. Like obviously it should be like in the opposite direction from the where the sun sets. But I also want to show how it moves slowly, so it kind of goes like arches slowly. So that was fun, and you need to be careful with that, because in some shots with the character I want to have this dramatic lighting with moon on one side and some like local light sources or maybe on the other, some of them being the ring light, some of them being like the main light source. So this will be fun, but like we aren't there yet. For now I want to just deal with this background first. So that's our I'm not trying to make it like super flat. It's kind of more organic maybe. And for now I'll just make this solid flat shape, and maybe then I'll leave it as this, or maybe I'll shade, but just a little bit. As I said before, I don't want to over render stuff for like time saving and for just simplicity, I guess, of the picture. It's really nice to see very simply done stuff that shows the everything that is needed to be shown. Like it shows the location and like time and stuff, and it's always really nice to see how it's done when it's done good. Like may seem simple, but some point learning to simplify stuff when you know how to render and still want to, so it's not like a stick figure level, but like the artist knows what they're doing, but still simplifying for visual clarity, for speed of just drawing it, all of that stuff. It's really cool to notice this in other people's work, and I kind of want to reach that level eventually. So let's do some trees maybe. I might need different brush for that, but I need to kind of be careful with that, because I might go into over rendering with this approach. So this very simple trees. Of course, there will be some underbrush and stuff, and again, I need to like not over render it too much. Kinda want it to be simple. So there is some vegetation here, some maybe bushes or whatever. Maybe some here. So the idea is just to imply some shapes and contrast them against the dark but not as dark sky, and I'll add the sunset as an accent color, and that should look fine. It's not like super hard to do. If anything, it's pretty easy. I'll just imply some shapes here. I don't need them really. There will be at this distances, they will be like really small, but I also want to show that there are I might need red for that. I want to show that it's not like solid just cliff sides. There are like ravines in there, or how do you call it, like the, I don't know how it's called in English. I guess you get what I'm saying. There's some vegetation here, just some, maybe some different type of forest, because like we're kind of moving from that this tall like pine trees or whatever this is to more more of a mixed ecosystem, I guess. And here is supposed to be the city. How do I want to show it? The shapes for this city will be different from the one from the beginning of the comic. Because that one was a capital and this one is kind of small-ish. It's kind of the provincial capital, but it's still kind of smaller. And I kind of want a bit of a different shape design there. I also don't want it to be like super detailed again, because the main focus here is the sunset and not like showing the city, because we haven't reached it yet. Like we'll reach city next chapter. For now I just kind of let's see, maybe I'll just drop some shapes like very blurred, kinda, so you can't even tell what this is, maybe only by the lights. So there will be some city lights there, because I don't want to do like the reveal of how the city looks like just yet. Like the character hasn't arrived there yet. So it will be a little bit of a surprise when he arrives and he sees how the stuff is going on there, and maybe shocked a little bit. So it will, not that I showed a lot of the capital in the comic, it was kind of very briefly just a bunch of skyscraper shapes and rooftops and that, but still there was some consistency and uniformity in the design, and this one will be very different from that, very but again I might kind of paint myself into a corner with this, because it'll be hard to draw, I think, just all the chaos there. I'm not even sure that this conveys the shapes all that much, and just blobs. The main idea is like the shapes are very irregular and stuff is just built on top of each other, the buildings and stuff, and there will be some interesting vegetation stuff happening, but again we can see it from this distance and we shouldn't. And I guess we'll just slowly transition into forest here, which from this distance again you can't really tell which is which. I will hide the sketch and we'll see how it looks. Well, yeah, kind of hard to tell what's going on there. Let's do the sky. I will am I happy with this red? I need bright red, but I also need like darker red later on, so yeah, I guess I'll start with this one, maybe I'll change it. So like it's like really the sun itself is really down, like it's barely visible at this point. Though maybe I want it big, maybe I want big sun. It usually looks cool. Like I had a huge moon in the first chapter and it was really nice. Too much. Actually, maybe I want to go with not without transparent stuff, just everything on full opaque state. Is this too much? I don't know, maybe. That's too much, definitely. Well, let's see how it looks with different opacity. It's too much also. Maybe the brush is too big. I don't know, I feel like with each chapter I'm kinda inventing the wheel from scratch every time. So let's go brighter, I think, just to show the sun itself. Maybe a little bit like this. Something like that. I don't like it. But I think I'll play with it a little bit and we'll see where it goes. Maybe I don't need this lighter gray here because it feels like it's more bright than the sun. So maybe I'll just go... Yeah, I should have done this on separate layer, but oh well. Yeah, we'll kind of darken this a little bit. Yeah, and now I need to draw the the red, this red patch again. It's kind of too dark, I feel like. Maybe that's not a bad thing though. Yeah, that's better. That's better. But also, I'm not sure if it shows... There is really this drastic jump from this very colorful blue and red and magenta stuff into this. Maybe it's a little bit too different, like it might not be recognizable even. But I don't want to color it, even if it will be only this one, like add a little bit of blue here just for transition. On the other hand, I think like the readers are smart enough to just figure it out without coloring it specifically the same color. Maybe, I don't know, kind of hard to tell if it's obvious for the reader or not. It's kind of intense, I think. Yeah. Let's see. So this kind of just shows that there are some creases in this stuff, but again, I don't want to over-render this. This is too much. Now I'll just delete the extra stuff. So that kind of implies there is something in there, and also I want it to be less bright. So just kind of maybe I'll drop some of it onto the trees. Maybe. Oh, that's too much. What was it? Yeah, it's a wrong brush. Yeah, here goes my not over rendering things. Oh well. Just need to show that there are some terrain happening. Uneven. Simple. And okay, I don't know, maybe I'll show some river here. Well, no. Show the river. I need to delete some of this stuff. How do I do that? Kind of goes around a little bit. Yeah. And of course, the part that is reflected shouldn't be this red. So I'll just grab this part of the sky and make it a little bit less intense. Not this way. It's a brush. And of course it has to have some reflection in there, and how do I do that? Guess I'll just kind of drop some stuff in here. Not that color though, the darker one. Needs to be the same color as like our... Of course there are like easier methods, like grab the thing and flip it vertically, and it's kind of supposed to be reflection and stuff, but like nah, too much. So just kind of try to get the similar shapes there. And then drop the sun in there, just behind, like here somewhere. And of course I don't need to be like precise because it's a water and kind of, yeah. So it's supposed to be a river. Does it work like a river? I think it does. I need more reflection, so just something to show there's some, as if it's some reflections happening, and this one maybe just kind of hide it all, everything. And that is kind of, there's something taller here. Let's do this. This one is bigger also, so Let's do something like that. Okay, and now the lights, and I guess we're done. Lights, maybe just white, probably. That's a lot of layers, but I will be merging them all, so no big deal. Yeah, making them these small kind of helps. I will then maybe blur them or something. That's just to show where we have buildings and where the forest starts. And then like that. Again, it is barely visible, but that's a good thing. Also maybe add some bigger brush for like some blur. And yeah, that's kinda a lot of work, but I'm not going very precise with this. Won't be visible anyway. It's like literally pixels. So there will be more of a vibe than the actual picture. And now, oh, I also need some reflection here. Okay, let's do that real quick. And that's it. So how do I want to do reflections in here? Maybe just go with bigger brush, just no bigger, but very not that. Yeah, that will be kind of blurred and not really that visible. What you would expect from the water reflections. Kinda there, but barely there. So yeah, kinda like that. Very simple, very blocky stuff. Do I like it? Well, I don't know. Do I? Hard to tell. But like, it does its job. That's what's important, I think. Of course, it's right now with the white stuff around it, it's hard to see. So let's do the main thing. I'll do it as a clipping mask for like all the white parts, so it will be easier to manage and it won't go over our little thingy here. Also, I think I'll just merge it. I don't think I will be editing it all that much. It's like in this state it's easier to redraw it from scratch than to edit on separate layers, I think. Okay. So, I mean, it looks better now, kinda. Guess I'll go darker. Not much darker though. Like, I don't want to go darker than like 10%, I think. I want to preserve like full black for just for monsters and well, borders. Now this looks really bright. And yeah, maybe that's too dark, I don't know. And all this stuff is like this absolutely tiny differences. But, well, let's go 12 maybe. Yeah, this is annoying. Like how Procreate edits all these fields, text areas, or whatever it is. Yeah, this is like, now this looks really pale. Yeah, I guess I went too far a little bit. I mean, not a little bit. A lot. Let's do 50% gray and kinda, well, not like this. Just a little bit lighten it up. After all, we are like in the really dark environment, as in there aren't any artificial light sources, only like only the moon will be here. So if I make it like too dark, then nothing will be visible. So I need maybe to get a little bit more visibility. I just need my base gray color to be a little bit brighter, so just I can still have some nice contrast when I go darker, but like the base should be not as dark. Now it kind of matches, I think. Now it's nice. Again, I need something like some, yeah, I guess I'll do the moon just for to gauge the contrast. I want to be yellow, but not like super yellow. Maybe a little bit more sickly towards green. It's kind of not a pleasant color, but that's kind of the point. Like it shouldn't be the pleasant like application, almost. I want it to look good, but also kind of unwelcoming. So that's our moon. I will be moving it around while I'm drawing the bridge, because kind of want it positioned nicely. There will be some glow around it. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, it should be. Let's try that again on the separate layer. I hope I won't run out of layers with this. Do I want it yellow though? Maybe I just wanted grayscale. We'll see. I might desaturate this. I might not. We'll see. Looks nice. Let's see how it looks without. Nah, it looks bluish just because, well, contrast, I guess. And like it's not ideal shape, and I'm not sure if I should fix it. Like I don't want to make it ideally round. Also, it's really small compared to what we've seen in the first chapter, and like it's the same, obviously, the same full moon phase. So, like this one is true full moon, and the previous night was what 97% or whatever it is. Like it's almost full moon, and it works effectively same as full. But it looks different here, like way smaller, and well, we can kinda explain it with different just atmospheric conditions in this location. After all, we traveled kind of a lot, and like, of course, like if the moon is huge, it kind of seen on the big territory, but again it's a different night, so something changed and now it's not as big The atmosphere is not as kinda lens effect on it is different. I don't know why I'm going too deep about this, all this optics stuff, but I kinda am, I don't know. Like, it doesn't really matter, but since the moon phases are kinda important for this story, I'm trying to keep this somewhat realistic. But then again, there are like monsters and stuff, so of course it's not like fully realistic. Funny how the camera, like this one, thinks that this is white. White color, even though it's completely yellow. So yeah, that's our moon. I'll keep these separate layers for now. I might and then change that later on. I mean, I will merge it all, but for now I'll keep it separately just for stuff. So we have our horizon. That's too big. Horizon somewhere here. Again, I'm not trying to make it like super flat. There are some stuff going on. So first, I guess I'll do just the shore, or what it's called for rivers. It's like river side. I don't know. And I'll do bridge on the separate layer because I'll be playing with it a lot just to get the correct shape. And I might use perspective tools. I might eyeball it. I don't know. We'll see. Like, it's not really hard to do. There are just two parallel lines, and like I can eyeball it without any extra tools. I'm not gonna use. I'm not gonna draw the details on the bridge. I'll just do the shape of it, and well, different shape for the bottom part of it. Like this one just will be just dark. I have no intention of drawing the like arches and all the internal like support structure, because just why? First of all, it won't be visible in this lighting. It will be just pitch black there under the bridge, since our moon is kinda over it, so no point. And I kinda want to see how it looks without adding any blue, because like it's kinda default mode of drawing night scenes. Everybody goes just for blue, and I mean, it's realistic, of course, but kind of want more variety, I think. So we'll have our trees. I'll just drop some like shapes for this tree trunks, and then I'll grab the different brush and go over all of that, just for efficiency, so I can do more today. And yeah, you probably noticed I'm using different music today, more fast, more kind of aggressive. It's I kind of just want to, it usually motivates me to work faster. So, and there is a lot of stuff to do, and I kind of wanna finish at least this one panel that I'm drawing right now. Have a lot of just not completely colored stuff. It's not that bad. I just thought about the adding some fog, but well, it's too early for the fog. Fog will be closer to the morning, and right now it's just after sunset. It's not supposed to be there. So yeah, good thing I remember that. Again, not that it's important, not that I have to be like super realistic with this, but it's kind of, I feel like it's nice attention to details sometimes to take these things into consideration. so I don't want to overload this part because the main focus will be the bridge, but I kind of still want some background over there, so we'll have some trees here. And since I'm not quite sure where our supports will be, I'll just drop some. I'll just do it everywhere and maybe just delete it later. Again, for... On the other hand, I can add later. It's just simple layer, everything same color, not much happening. I need to add more variety, I think. I mean, it's all of this is the same trees. It's like the kind of marshland. Everything was flooded and not much stuff growing there. Mostly these same trees, like the bushes died. There are some, but like not much, and all the undergrowth kind of died, and a lot of also a lot of trees died also, just with their roots being rotten and stuff. Still, I will add some stuff on horizon just to imply there are some more forest going on. So it's not necessarily the bushes, but again, the reader can interpret it as they prefer. So I'm not going like super into details here, just something, there is something. So all of these details are not to show how this landscape actually looks like or anything, because we won't be using it again. So it doesn't matter how it looks like. It's kind of more to convey the mood and to imply there is some forest going on here. It doesn't really matter how it looks like exactly. But of course, it's a lot of work still just to do this all. But again, I think at this point I'm pretty fast with it. Actually. And also I'm not like editing anything, I'm not like not undoing anything. There is no point. Like, this is very scribbly stuff that is just supposed to imply there is something there. It's like it's not. It's not a big deal anyway. There is something. It's just a background. Like, the main thing here will be obviously the bridge, the water, and whatever is going on down here, which will be way harder to convey the idea. There's like the disturbed sand and like footprints and stuff that's like I will need to figure out how to draw that and not over render it. Probably just I'll do some highlights, probably just from the moon, very exaggerated, because it's of course there won't be this much reflection. On the other hand, it's like the wet sand, it's kind of reflective. So we'll see. I'm not there yet. I will worry about it later. Like, this tree doesn't look like the pine tree at all. Like, I need to be more careful with that. Again, it's not like that matters what type of tree is this. And still I kind of want consistency, because on the previous pages it was more prominent, I think. Again, it was only on background, so it's not the focus of the page ever, just the background. Like, for backgrounds, it's important, so it's not bad, but like, it doesn't have to be like the masterpiece or anything. It just needs to be serviceable and done in the timely manner. So yeah, that's our, looks like palm trees almost. And I'll just drop some other details there, maybe some, just something there. These are just scribbles, just to show that there are some stuff on horizon, just something happening. Like with this one, I probably will do the reflection. It's just easier. That's too much details to do this. So we have like kinda like this. So how do I do this without, well, first of all I need snapping. I'll just delete some of it, the overlapping part. Kind of like that. Now I need to blur it. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Not too much. Still need to keep the texture, so I'll just grab the eraser. I'll just kind of touch it here and there for a bit of a texture. Again, it's not quite visible, I don't know. Just want this more of a textured look. It blurred too much. Let me fix it real quick. Now it's fine. It's still kind of obvious that it was blurred. That's better, I think. I'm not sure that this is less work than just draw, but I think it looks fine. Kinda. Maybe I should blur it in the opposite direction and no, let's leave it like this for now. Then I might play with it a little bit more. Maybe not, we'll see. So the bridge, I will delete stuff that I don't need. Yeah, I don't need this. And I don't need whatever this is. So this one is the bridge. I need a little bit of maybe a clearing here where the bridge kind of starts. Like, I don't want it to go like all the way behind horizon, of course, but I also don't want to detail the place where it starts. I don't know. Yeah, I'm creating a lot of layers here. Okay, bridge will be over. Let's maybe I don't even use the straight line. Maybe I'll do a little bit of an arching stuff. It's too much. So it kind of bends around a little bit. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of that until I get it the way I want. Maybe a little bit higher here. So the idea is to make two layers for that. One is like the back part of the train or of the bridge. So this like the bottom of it, and the supports that are apologies. Give me a moment. Yeah, my voice died for a moment. So the supports that are kind of further from us. So one side will be like here, like this, in front of, like facing us, and the other will be in the behind. That one will be darker, and this one will be, maybe I will tint it a little bit in this yellow, like some, like the moon somewhat touches it, just somewhat. I also think I want to move it a little bit here. So it kind of goes like from here somewhere. Maybe it was fine, I don't know. What was before that? I'll just distort it right away. Kind of like from there. Okay. So this is our darkest, right? It's 12. Yes. That will be our bottom part of the bridge. We'll just need to match this. I'll just duplicate it, I guess. Easiest way to match something. I will need to recolor it also. With the... well, the further from us part will be the same black, like dark gray. And the closest will be lit up a little bit. So... kind of like that. Right. Yeah. And it's not even noticeable the differences between what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do, but kind of can see it somewhat. So let's fill it. Oh, this one should be under. Okay. I just need to see where the bridge starts, just to close the gap here. Okay. Now hide the sketch. Like returning to the topic, I guess. There is a lot of establishing shots in this episode, and normally you wouldn't need that much. It's usually quite enough just to do one in the beginning of the scene, and then kind of maybe if the scene is long, then from time to time kind of show a little bit more, or like maybe from a bit of a different angle or something, like just to remind where we are. But since this one is the character just walking through the landscape, I need a lot of landscape just to show the how he travels. Again, it could have been just skipped over. Like, it's not like I need it necessarily. It can be implied, but I don't know. I'm going for more visuals with this one. Like on my previous comic, I was implying quite a lot, and well, I don't know. Kind of want more visuals here. I think I want a bit less on this part of the bridge. Where's my music? I hope it starts soon, or I need to drop what I'm doing and go check what's up. Oh well, I guess I have to. Yep. YouTube doesn't like when people are on this separate tab. That's okay. So I kind of wanted to be way small at the base of it, and kind of going really wide at this point. But I need to be careful with the shape. This is annoying. I would rather do the base nicely from the beginning than trying to fix it afterwards, but well, such is life. Yeah, I think it's fine. So now I need the bridge supports. I need to be careful with them. Maybe I want to go a little bit further with it. Yeah, my voice kinda dying for some reason, I don't know. Okay. That's good thing that I'm on separate layers. I can just fix stuff without disturbing anything else. So let's see, there's like maybe some there, there's some there. Like ideally kinda need the perspective and stuff, but so on that finished page we have visible 3 pairs of supports. Of course it's not all of that, there's way more. That's only like the middle of the river that we see from that shot. So like this will be way more, and like there will be a lot just on land, because of course like you can't make the bridge going like too much of this height gradient. Like you need, I mean it's monorail, it can climb it obviously, but I don't want it to be like too steep of the incline, so there will be some supports on still on land. Then let's just, is it assisted? Yeah, let's just eyeball it, I guess. Maybe like through here. And this is only the back side. I need bigger brush now. Not this big though. How are we going? This will be more of a flat. I guess I need just some guidelines on sketch. Yeah, now that it's visible. Well, I guess I'll no. I'll do it like that. Yeah, it's quite visible now. For me at least. And the other one will be kinda like this, and like good enough. Again, I'm not trying to be like super precise with this. I want to imply stuff, but I don't want it to look like generated. Like it needs to look hand-drawn, so all the imperfections and stuff. And of course I will be adding arches and stuff. I think I need more support though. It's just how the arches looked on the previous page. This is very different looking stuff. I'll just add more in the middle. It shouldn't be like completely in the middle, like how you normally do the stuff in perspective. Is just find the middle. Yeah, like I can see here, for example, and like the stuff that is further here, I can just eyeball. Okay, I'll guess I'll just do this first. To be a little bit thicker compared to this one. Okay, like this one is here. This one is here somewhere. I need thinner brush for that. This one is kind of somewhere here. Again, it a bit like a half of it won't be visible even. Okay, let's figure out where our other supports should be. And again, like they aren't even regular, so on the previous page it's visible, then there's like a gap, somewhat like more wide arch compared to the neighboring one for like water transit, for some boats to be able to fit there. Of course, it's not like the huge river, it doesn't have like big transit value, but again, I'm going too much into details, I feel like. Well, that's how I do stuff, I guess. So it's kind of here somewhere. So yeah, there aren't supposed to be like ideal. Let's run, yeah, I'm gonna run rail layer. Oh boy, I'm forgetting how to talk. Like this one is thicker still, and the next one won't be visible, I feel like. Yeah, this needs to be way bigger, and this one is a little bit bigger, and like so. Let's fix some stuff a little bit. It's serviceable, I feel. Of course, I will be doing the reflection of the bridge, all this stuff, and like the arches. Again, it doesn't look the same height as the than the other. I don't know. It's to be higher, I feel like. Well, it's not that hard to do. Actually, I can just shift the... No, should I? I'm trying to figure out if I can like move the supports. I mean, the more I move them, the closer they will be to the landing, and there should be some far away, not like super far, but kinda away a little bit. But I guess I can move a little, just a little, to make them a little bit taller. Again, I'm not like trying to do some perfect geometrically correct representation of this bridge. It's more of a vibe, but it's kind of nice to have something believable. You know, it's a compromise usually. Like ideally, this perspective would be working completely differently, but the same as with the previous one, I kinda using two different horizon lines. Just to have enough space for, in this case, for the title, and in that previous one to position stuff on the page nicely, so it doesn't like it doesn't cut in the middle in some unfavorable part, like the print safe area should contain all the key elements, and nothing important like horizon should be cut off. And I think I need more light. It's kind of getting dark here. Okay, now it's better. Okay, so what I was saying, yeah, I'm making the supports a little bit longer, just so for consistency. Again, it's not something that a lot of readers would notice necessarily, but it's more for myself, if anything. Okay, now I'll hide the sketch so it doesn't annoy me too much, and we'll do the bases. Why? Like there are some pressure sensitivity issues a little bit. Like when I'm trying to do the same pressure, but for some reason the brush goes very thick all of a sudden. Okay, kind of like that. Yeah. Okay, now I'll do the arches, which, oh boy. Again, there's something that won't be geometrically ideal, but, well, I do not want to use any tools to make them geometrically ideal, because this stuff is hand-drawn and shouldn't be perfect. It should be good, but it shouldn't be perfect. It don't feel the same if it's like super perfect and stuff. Though some guideline probably would help. just where the base of them. Like I'll try to make this one parallel to the bridge itself. Too far as this one. It shouldn't go this low. I think I deleted a little bit too much, but well, it's kind of should maybe like this. Yeah, kind of like that. Again, I'm kind of eyeballing it. It's more of a suggestion, more of a recommendation where it should go than the ideal guideline. Just want to imply that there are arches here. Not they are needed here, it's just to show the difference in architecture on different areas, like in the capital everything very geometrical, and here it's more of a fluid and flowy and round. Not like everything. I'm not going to draw the domes or anything. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't want to because there is kind of too much of a difference, I feel like, between geometrical and round. Like it still will be there still will be some straight lines, of course. Kind of wanted to make the capital more kind of modern, and this one is a bit more of kind of old school stuff. If that makes sense. This won't be even visible that much. Kind of like that. Oh, I have a whole lot of this stuff here. That's too steep, I feel like. And like I'm eyeballing all this. I just look if it looks good enough or not. Of course, it would have been easier, of course, if I did like a 3D model of it and rotated the camera as I want and traced it and everything, but there's fun in that. And maybe I just don't like 3D all that much. I kind of learned it for comics. I might use it for this one if I have some complex stuff. I might need to use it for some scenes where there's really complex backgrounds. There won't be coming soon, but at some point they will. And will be useful, I guess, to do some 3D just for referencing, if anything, but I'm not there yet, so I'll think about it when I get there. So, yeah, good enough. Okay, now the other side. How should I approach that? Like that's a lot. This river looks really wide now, but that's fine. I might go with different color just to make it easy for myself. I will recolor it later anyway, but for now I feel like I need something brighter just to be able to see it properly. So again, we'll do draw and assist to draw vertical stuff, and I feel like I'll go for the sketch first. So do I want it to be lined up like this or not? This is simpler, of course, but so this will be here. This one will be here somewhere. They will overlap. I don't like that. I'll move it a little bit here, maybe. Just don't like tangents and stuff. I don't know. Also, I feel like there will be one here. Yeah, I'll do this one and then I'll kind of calculate the rest from it. Need to lock borders just so I don't draw on wrong layer. So let's say there's our big support here. No, with this brush it's not beneficial to use bigger size, just because there is a lot of texture happening and no, I need darker. 20 is too light. Let's recolor this. Ah, it's assisted. No. Since it's textured brush, I can just bucket fill all of that. Need to go over it. So let's return to over what we were doing. Maybe I don't need assist right now. It's too big. Maybe I should have just filled it, but again, I'll have to go over everything again just to fix the stuff that wasn't filled, like all the pixels around the textured brush. It's annoying. Like, I will be very happy if Procreate will implement some easier ways to fill stuff for this flat coloring. Of course, it's mostly for painting, as if I understand correctly the idea of this app, but well, I'm using it for that because I don't have anything better to use. What I think I will also recolor the other like base, this thing, the line that we copied from the other layer. The sketch has been kinda annoying. Now it's barely visible though. Well, even some use some. Kinda like it though. Just kinda coming together nicely. I will be fixing some maybe sky a little bit. Or maybe I can do it right now actually. So maybe just a little bit darker maybe. It's too small of a brush. It's just corners a little bit. Just kinda. But then again, it makes this sky too bright, so I don't know. But maybe it's fine, like it's the sky is brighter on sunset than during the night, so it kind of warranted, I guess. Is this gray darker than this gray? Let's check. Yeah. Oh. Too bad. Might recolor it? Nah. No, it's okay. once I do the bridge, it will match somewhat. Okay, where I was going with this? Oh wow, it's been what, 1.5 hours already. Time flies when you draw backgrounds, because it takes so much of it. My god. Oops. Am I assisted? No. And the brush is too big. Let's go. No, it's still too big. What's wrong? So starts here, and I need same-ish thickness. Maybe this one, since it's in front, it will be a little bit thicker, but well, of course I will be drawing like the refractions of it and all of that good stuff. It will take me a bunch of time, but well, it's not that hard, as you can see. So right now I'm just trying to avoid the supports kinda touching each other from like different rows, even though it's not geometrically maybe ideal, but like compositionally this is better. That's like the balance between realism and good composition. I mean, ideally you have both, but sometimes kinda need to balance that stuff to make it look good. Same with lighting, and I would say it's even more with lighting, like you would add some light sources just on the fly maybe sometimes. Same as with filmmaking, even you can add some lights on different angles of the same scene, even just so you have a better view of something. I feel like something went wrong here. Wait. Okay, yeah, that was very sloppy of me to follow this not very good sketch. So this part and this pair and this pair is here, so that's this one is here, but it's too close. Like, why is it so close? Shouldn't be. Let's grab the sketch, and I will be using like lighter color for this because it's hard to. Okay, where is our top part? I need assist here, so I'll try to line maybe where the arch goes for the front row of this stuff. So that's our guide for where the column starts. So this one is here. No, that's not what I need. I need to find the next one. So I'll go for where the middle of that. So it's here somewhere. They will overlap. Yeah, I guess I'll just go here somewhere. So, nah, that looks bad. Come on. Yeah, they'll have to overlap. It's like no way around it, and also this will mean... No, it's fine. That's, yeah, that's kinda... Yeah, that's correct one actually. This is correct position. Okay, no. This one, maybe I'll move it a little bit here. This one will be here. Again, they will overlap. I prefer them not to, but... So this one will be here, again overlapping. Oh my god. And I'll eyeball the rest. Good enough. Now with this sketch I will barely see anything. I guess I'll have to edit it a little bit, make it darker, just so... Nah, it doesn't really help. It's like really bright, it will distract me a lot. I mean, I can always move the sketch behind it. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Is this solved? I'm gonna grab the correct color first. Is this one correct? 15, yes. Okay, so back to the supports. Okay, kind of like that. Maybe I'll do this one a little bit less thick, just to give more space for the other one. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be good, so yeah, they have to overlap, I feel like. Maybe even a little bit here. Why is this so textured all of a sudden? Okay, so that's that one. This one is here somewhere, probably. Yeah, I'm going a little bit off the guides. That's too much. That's good enough. Yeah. A little bit thicker. Maybe not this. No, that's fine. Maybe a bit longer. Also, this one somewhere here. I can just eyeball from now on. Okay, so I will not be detailing these arches, I think. I need to sketch over them again for the guidelines, but now I can see shit. Wow, that's unfortunate. Let's see, maybe I'll delete all of that, just so it doesn't throw me off. I will leave some of it just as a reminder for myself that I need lights on there. Yeah, that's better. And everything else behind, like under this pink line, I also don't need, because I already used all of that. Now I can do arches. And I will darken the farthest, whatever you call it, and add some yellowish tint on the top. And yeah, I told that I will not colorize stuff, but I guess I will. I don't know, kind of want to. So wait, was it the top part or the bottom part? Come on. Might even need to make top part a bit higher than that, because the bridge isn't that thick. Like, I mean, it is, but like not that. But for let's see, where will it be? So is it even a correct way to do that? No. So that's this one, the top one. So that's the top one. Okay, so we are looking for well, that's super incorrect. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll be eyeballing it. My brain kinda broken a little bit at the moment. I'll just do one and we'll see how it looks like, and I'll take it from there. Maybe I will not use a sketch after all, I don't know. It is very distracting, but you know. And of course there are easier ways to do that, like for example make it flat, do one arch, copy paste it into one long thing, then slap it here, transform, and then here we go. But well, it's too late for that. I guess I'm committed to this very inefficient way to do stuff. But like I don't like copy pasting stuff. That's the thing. Like I made some patterns for my like first comic when there was like some repetition on background. I made some of them, but like I was working in Photoshop back then, and it's kind of easier to do this stuff in Photoshop than on iPad and Procreate, because just without mouse it's kind of harder with gestures, you know, stuff. So yeah, these like arches is really different size wise. Oh well. Let's assume that there are for water transit for the river, like the different boats and ships to go. Maybe not ships, maybe it's too shallow of water for like a ship, like a proper ship, but like the big boat can go there, not like the huge sea stuff, but like some river trade is done sometimes on very compact boats, like not very big boat, just tugging behind it. Why is it a different color? I don't get it. So like you don't need very deep water for river transit, but of course it can be like a tiny river that you can like swim across or something. Again, depends on the river. You can have like very wide river but very shallow. Rivers are very diverse, like everything pretty much in the world. Again, I feel like I'm going too deep with this all this river stuff. It's like just the background, it's not that deep. Even though, yeah, like this part won't be visible even. Like, why am I bothering? I need to focus on the stuff that is in front of us, and also it is annoying that this top part is a different color for some reason. Like I used some other color to shade this. I don't know why. Maybe it was just not on the full opacity. I don't know. Is it on full? Yes. They look so different. I don't like it. This is like super annoying. Like, well, I can cheat a little bit. Just move it over here to make this one a bit wider, and I can move this one to make this one a little bit narrower, and they're still not the same, but same size, but better. But boy, does it look bad. Sorry, again, my voice is dying. Maybe I need to like not talk for a moment. Well, I can move this one actually. It's overlaps already, so I can move it a little bit. So this one will be a bit wider, this one a little bit narrower, and it will kind of equalize them a little bit, not like fully, but like a little bit. Maybe I'll go something like that. Yeah, it's a little bit better, less of a drastic difference. Again, it doesn't really matter that much, it won't be that visible, especially with this coloring. Like, I don't know, it just kind of bothers me. Even though there are easier way to avoid that, as I said, just with copy pasting, but well, I don't like that. I prefer to just do everything manually and suffer from it not being ideal. Can't even tell like what's wrong with it, I just kinda can tell that it is. Okay, this one will be, oh boy, this one will be fun. Maybe a little bit. So yeah, once I'm done with these damn arches, I can finally do the coloring. What's wrong with music again? I don't know, I feel like YouTube needs some sort of mod that doesn't switch music off if you don't like interact with it too much. Like, I don't know, if you like just chilling on the couch listening to music and then all of a sudden it's like stops and you need to go to your computer and switch it back again, that's annoying. I don't know, maybe it's like some paid option. Who knows? If so, that sucks. Why is it different color again? What's wrong? it's like it's really subtle, but well, with this stuff overall being very dark, it's kind of easy to tell. Oops. Oops. Yeah, good enough. Should I just... Oh wow. Of course it isn't ideal, and now I need to close all sort of gaps here. But overall it did feel kinda nicely. Still not recolored. Why? And again, I'm kinda like pixel hunting at this point, which is annoying. And would be nice if it wasn't necessary, but yeah, that's how it should look like. Now I'll darken the further from us part of the bridge. And maybe the legs of it, but the top part, let's do separate layer for now. I will then merge them if I so choose. That's too much, obviously. I need some really slight... nah. I don't know, like, kinda... That's kinda not bad, like, just going this bright. Maybe I'll reduce the opacity of it. Or maybe I'll just do it different way through some eraser. It will preserve texture and color. Kind of like that. Makes sense. Now I need lights. Again, separate layer, I will be merging stuff, and I need, of course it didn't say the red that I used. This one. Let's check if it's the correct one. No. That's because I have a noise on top of it. Now it's the one. Let's do the lights on the bridge. This one probably. And I need assist here. So they're kinda... Maybe that's too much. No, actually it's fine. I will just erase parts of it later. Kinda like how bold it is actually. Like I worked with some transparent stuff for so long that I kinda forgot how to use just bold shapes, and I liken it here. Of course, right after I say that, I will clean some stuff up and delete some stuff. This is too much. I feel like this is too much. Maybe I'll add like the center for it. I don't know. Doesn't approve it. I know like that. Now yellow looks a bit weird, I guess. Shouldn't it be red? They aren't that bright. Like they aren't supposed to be that bright. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should leave them alone. And also, should this one be a bit darker, maybe? A little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. Yeah, with grayscale, like the slightest changes, like change a lot. So, how do I want to do the reflections? Am I happy with this bridge? Am I ready to merge everything? I don't like the arches on that far part. I will edit them a little bit, make them taller. I think that will improve their shape. Again, that's the beauty of working with a ton of different layers for everything. Like I can easily edit stuff like that without like ruining everything that was made afterwards. But sadly I don't have that many layers, so I need to be careful with how much I'm using. So yeah, that's our bridge. This yellow is kinda annoying, I don't know. But it does its thing. Maybe I should desaturate it. Make it like that. Just slightly like that. Yeah, I feel like this is better. It's like very slightly yellowish, but not quite. Yeah, that's fine. Now I can delete all of that stuff. I also should remember, maybe I should do it right now actually. I want the strings of just some plants, the water plants around the supports. They kind of accumulated there, and this one should be a bit thicker. Just noticed that's there's a pair, so this one should be a bit thicker. And now I need to fix the arch. Oh. What's wrong? Ah, yeah. The assist was on. Yeah, that's better. So how do I do I need separate layer for that too? Yeah. Oh boy. Am I happy with the bridge? Can I merge that? I think I will merge these two and move them to the here. Yeah, I will be changing the sky more, so I will keep them separately for now. Reflection. Should I make it a bit thicker? Yeah, that's better. It kept the texture that I added there, but now it's kind of more prominent, and I can always lower the opacity of it if I don't want it to be this visible. And like what I'm trying to convey here is also the moon is bright enough, so we don't need any additional light source to be able to travel through this riverside. Like this is bright enough to be able to walk without like breaking legs and stuff. So this is why this is so contrasted. Oh boy, but yeah, this kinda takes a lot of effort. So vegetation should be on top of it. I think I'll do a bit of a sketchier stuff, and then also smaller size maybe. So they're kind of, and one of the purposes of this stuff, well, aside from just visual, is to show which way the river goes. So on the at the end of the previous chapter, the hunter learned that the location where he's going is like upriver, so he goes upriver, and this direction of all these plants shows the direction of the river. So this kind of down stream, and this one upstream, and what's this? And that's where we are going. Then I'm just implying stuff there again, like I need to be careful with the reflections. I will of course add the reflections of the bridge. I'm thinking, do I need the shadow of it? Like this is two different things, but both are important. Like we didn't have the shadow of the bridge on the previous one because of the direction of like we still had some ambient light, so there won't be very like noticeable shadow there just from one direction, from direct light source. But with the moon, like it is a direct light source, so we don't have a much of ambient light other than that. I mean, like we don't. The sky is now pretty dark, and it doesn't provide any reflective. I mean, maybe some, but like not much. There aren't any clouds and stuff, so we won't have much of ambient from them. And we are on the outside of the city, so there is no light pollution, so we won't have any light from there. So it's pretty much one direct light source, like really bright projector, I would say. So I'll have to draw the shadow from the moon. But I can get lazy and just drop it right under the bridge. It will save me a lot of time, and I might do just that. I'll first do reflections, I think, and then we'll figure it out. So this is our reflections layer, but I mean, I can again just flip that, but nah. Should I go the same layer? Can cause troubles if I'm not happy with the result. What's this one? Oh, that's our, I get that. Let me just move this one here. No, it's not clipping. Should I maybe... Yeah, I guess I'll merge that one. Hopefully I won't need to edit that any time ever. So let's call it... I don't know how it's called, so we'll call it river plants. Because, well, effectively that's what they are. Yeah, I'll do separate layer just in case, and I'll do assisted, of course, because I need vertical lines. I'll do this brush, yeah, a bit bigger, and just do... need to match it somewhat. I will be deleting like the this lower part to just kind of smudge it into environment. I feel like I need darker, especially the base of it, like lower than that it kind of goes lighter, but it almost should look like the continuation of the support. Of course it's kinda also is there, but with this amount of light we won't see under the water. It just reflects back without going inside. I feel like with this lighting situation we won't be able to see into the water, and it's not that clean anyway, so there is also that. And again, I feel like I'm overthinking it a little bit. Like, I don't need this level of details. Like, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I am trying to reach the simplicity, and here I am over-rendering everything. Well... I mean, it looks good, I feel like. Of course, I also need the shadow and stuff and all of that. And it will take a lot of time. And also, of course, this squiggly yellow line on the sketch, it's a reflection from the moon. It will be very fun to draw. I like drawing the just reflection of some sky objects into the water. Maybe that sun or moon or... Yeah, don't draw stars. Why don't... Yeah, I should draw stars. Like, it's really far from any city, so stars will be visible. Like, the problem with not stars not being visible in like our environments, it's like light pollution. And what's wrong with this color? Like, what? Why this is darker than... Come on. And I already merged everything. Great. Well, let's try to maybe... do this color. Grab this. And try to just kinda cover it all. Why is it even darker? It shouldn't be. still lighter, if anything. Okay, good enough. So we have our reflections. They aren't enough, so I'll duplicate them, merge them, and I will kinda fade them a little bit on the bottom. Just a little bit. No, just on the bottom. What's wrong with it? Yeah, it's assisted. Okay, that explains a lot. Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe a little bit less intense here, even though I try to make them a bit more darker. I don't know. So that's fine. Now I need the shadow. How should I do that? Oh, let's try it. I don't know. Ideally, it shouldn't be this smudged, because we have one direct light source, but we have river. It is moving, it is kinda smudging everything. So I'll have the darker thing just under the bridge in the middle. What's this? Yeah, okay. Whatever that was. Just some unfortunate brush stroke, I guess. It also kinda takes care of these reflections. I think I need to go darker. No, I don't. It's just these. Did I recolor the wrong? No. Why is this one darker? Shouldn't be this dark. For some reason. This row of the legs is darker than it's supposed to be. Okay. I mean, looks fine. Now just a little bit here, just also it kinda ate all my plants. Do plants darker maybe? Maybe I'll just... It doesn't help. I mean, they shouldn't be that visible. I'll add some reflections maybe? No, nothing will add... nothing will... Why is this one darker? Why? I don't get it. Okay, I just need the plants to be a bit darker. But just a little bit. I need to be careful with them. To not go too dark, like... I'm not even sure if the camera can catch the differences. It's very subtle, but, well, that's what you get with working with grayscale stuff. I also think I will lighten the parts that aren't under the bridge. Let's do alpha lock and lighten these parts. like everything that goes outside of this shadow will be lighter, just so it looks better. You know, maybe even lighter, I don't know. Just subtle, kind of, because they aren't that dark. Shouldn't be that dark. Just kind of nice little river plants doing their business. Well, I feel like it's okay. It's simple, but does its job. Don't even need to over render it all that much, I say, while trying to make lines smoother. I don't know why am I doing this to myself, but kinda am. Which one was it? That one? I don't know. Yeah, that's our shadow. I feel kind of fine. So that's one page. The other one, I guess I'll be doing separately, not on the stream, because like my brain hurts just from this part, and here I need to draw the ground like wet sand with the signs of unfortunate landing, with like broken plants and footsteps and stuff, and it will be fun, I guess. I think I will show how I'll do the reflection, probably on the same layer as the sun or the moon, because, well, that makes sense. Not clipping mask. It doesn't matter. I wanted to draw an assist. So, there are, of course, different ways to do that. One color. Let's grab this yellow. So that's kinda very intense, but why not? So just a bunch of horizontal lines, because we have our flat surface of the river, but with some movement, so it's not one solid thing, but a lot of different just thingies. And here it's kinda reaches all the way up to the shadow. Of course, we don't have any light there because it's shadow from this light source. Of course, it can't, the reflection of it can't go into shadow. Can it? Well, wait, my brain hurts since the reflections, and no, it's fine. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit tired at this point that I can't even do some optics calculation on the fly, which isn't that hard normally. Would be funny if it turns out that I'm like completely wrong about everything that I'm doing right now. Again, this is not like the guide or anything that like you can do reflections on the water, whatever you like. I just prefer this for this particular comic because it's like I like this very scribbly hand-drawn look with textured brush, but also it very clearly shows what it is. Like you can easily tell what it is. It's like the level of simplification that I want to achieve with other stuff. Like that's like super easy, fast to do, but it makes it kind of shows what is the point that you're trying to make. It's like it's very easily understandable by the reader. Like you can easily tell that it's just moon reflection. It's like obviously what else it is. Yeah, it kind of ends somewhere here because the shore is down here somewhere, so I'll, for now, just delete this part so it doesn't distract me too much. But yeah, that's like our half of what I was hoping to do today. I mean, like, it's a more technical half. Like, this one will be more painterly, I feel like. But yeah, that will be later. I'm kinda... my voice is dying for now, so I will be ending it here. I kinda like how it looks, even though it's like grayscale. I like, so I don't even feel the need to colorize it for now. Of course, it may change, but I like the look. It's kind of very simple but effective, kind of. So yeah, of course I will be editing some stuff, maybe some this reflection, maybe I'll work on them a little bit more or stuff, but overall, yeah, this page is done. I have 5 more to go for this episode, and next stream will be, I'll still be working on this one, on this episode, but like not on these pages, like on the next batch, because as I said, it's a lot of just establishing shots and backgrounds, like this one, big one, this one also a lot of background, like this character walking on the river side and with this bridge just on background. This one is also establishing shots of the location where he arrives to. Then there will be several with different lighting situation, because one will be like moonlit but like closer, so this is very like far away, he hasn't reached it yet. The one will be when he's there but without any additional light sources aside from the moon. Then he'll light the fire, it will be another establishing shot, so it's a lot. So next week I'll be still working on that, but I don't know, it's kind of nice to do this stuff from time to time, just because I feel like it looks nice, like having this stuff. Maybe it's a little bit of a flex, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's the first one, and there's more